What's happening? It is October 11th, 5 o'clock right now. I am starving. We are going to go to Chronic Tacos, right?
Right.
I'm ready for some tacos. And the reason why we're going to Chronic Tacos today is because there's one 30 minutes down the road that I did not even know about. The other reason why we're going to Chronic Tacos is because our guest today, Jason, his name's Jason. You know our guest, Jason?
No. Yeah, but
Our guest is Wee Man. If you have ever watched any TV, you probably know who Wee Man is. I'm talking about the Wee Man from Jackass. Classic. It kind of changed the way we watch TV, I believe. It was the first kind of just completely raw, dirty people filming funny shit and putting it on TV, and we watch it. I know for a kid, it changed how I went about hanging out with my friends. I'm Troy, and this is Do a Backflip Off the Trampoline. Welcome to Jackass. You know?
I think most boys were like that. Me, I was never really like that. I wasn't into the show, really.
For sure it was a guy thing.
It definitely was. I think the show is like, the guys are cool on it, but the stuff they do, I think, is outrageous. But that's their thing.
Little fun fact is, when they were doing MTV Jackass, MTV started getting sued because kids were getting hurt, going to the hospital and saying, "Oh, I was trying to perform this stunt from Jackass."
I believe it.
So Johnny Knoxville, he took basically the whole format of everything, and that's why they made the movies, the rated R movies. That whole rated R thing, that takes care of the kid aspect of, well, this is rated R, kids shouldn't be seeing it, so no problem there, you know? We had him call in, pretty cool interview, just a quick chat. I reached out to him, and he was a really nice guy. It was a call-in, and I don't necessarily love the call-in aspect. I don't know how many call-in guests we'll have. I guess if, LeBron James wanted to call in, I would make it happen. But you just can't get a good grasp on the conversation aspect because you can't read them visually, if you know what I mean. That being said, we did it anyway, and it worked out pretty well. So, hope you enjoy it. Here it is. We'll be back soon with a regular episode. Thank you for the feedback, and appreciate you people. Enjoy.
So?
Yeah. Hello?
Troy.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Good. How's it going with you, buddy?
It's going good, man. Thanks for calling in. We just got the audio set up through the phone, so I was just DMing you back to tell you that we're good to go.
All right. Perfect.
How have you been, man?
I've been super good, man. Living.
I'm happy to hear it. So you're in California, and where are you staying?
I'm staying at my house in Los Angeles, California.
Gotcha. I saw the whole Chronic Tacos thing going on, so I figured that was pretty cool. Are you enjoying that?
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It's a good deal.
Are
a little bit crazy at times, but it's a good thing.
Right. Are you so you're a partner in that?
Yes, I am. There's 7 of us that are partners in the whole deal.
That's really cool. So I did a little research on that because I figured it was only a West Coast thing, but then I noticed we're in North Carolina, and I noticed that we have a Chronic
Taco. We have 3 there now.
Yeah, I noticed we have one about 35 minutes away, so We're gonna go there tonight.
Awesome, man. Finally.
Yeah. We love
Yeah, I was there. I was at the grand opening in Raleigh. We're about to have another grand opening soon, too.
You were there?
Yeah.
That's cool, dude. What's the go-to order for me?
You might want to get 3 tacos, and you're going to get the 3 best ones. You're going to get Al Pastor, which is one of our signature ones. It's made the old-fashioned way. It's spicy with pineapple in it, so it's sweet and spicy.
I like
Then you're going to want to get the normal carne asada, which is the steak. And then, of course, the world-famous carnitas, which is pork. But the way we make it, you're going to love it. You're going to crave it after you go there. You're going to want it again.
I'm not mad at that at all. My girlfriend
No, you shouldn't be mad. There's nothing to be mad about when it's good food.
Yeah, my girlfriend / producer, who is on the call as well right now, she's obsessed with the combination of sweet and spicy at the same time. So I think that's definitely gonna be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she's gonna love the Al Pastor then.
I'm excited.
Yeah, we're excited. We're gonna hit that up tonight.
You should be. I've had friends go for the first time, like during lunch, and then they'll go back at dinner because it was that good.
I'm excited. I love tacos and burritos.
Oh, good. You're going to love it. You're going to love it.
Awesome.
Tell them I sent you too.
Heck yeah.
And that they should hook you up some sort of deal.
Cool. We definitely will.
Yeah, that's the go-to.
Cool.
And there's no good taco places around here. That's the thing.
I know. I'm always wanting.
This is real. You guys get like that place. I think it's called Moe's or whatever.
Exactly.
Or
exactly.
Yes.
But no, we blow Moe's out of the water.
I believe it for sure.
Yep.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad you're enjoying that whole gig.
Yeah, that's one of my fun things.
So, do you like the afterlife of the whole Jackass lifestyle, or do you miss that more than you like your regular life?
I don't know. My life seems pretty normal to me anyways.
Right.
It's just, yeah. Jackass was just something we've always been doing since we were kids anyways. So for it to turn into like a profession was kind of something different. But that's just things we do on a normal basis if we're filming or not filming. Like, we just fuck with each other or fuck with our friends or fuck with family, you know, on a normal basis. So it's kind of like we got lucky and figured out how to be a garage band without any instruments, and we put ourselves together and made something cool.
I mean, I guess there's no reason to be mad at that ever at all anyways. As far as like the fame though, like, was it ever tough dealing with the fame?
No, you have to take it with a grain of salt. And if you ever listen to the David Bowie song Fame,
right,
it totally explains what fame is. So it depends on how you take it and which way you look at it. You can use it to your benefits, or you can make it be, you know, a burden. So it just all depends on how you wake up and, you know, perceive with your life. So I just wake up and still do the same things and haven't changed a thing of what I've been doing even before we were famous.
I think that's
I still wear jeans and T-shirts and still have a don't give a fuck attitude, and that's how you got to roll.
I see that, and I think that's a really wise way to look at it. And it's like, as long as you don't let it get the best of you, then you can kind of enjoy it, you know?
Then you're fine, yeah.
Have fun with it.
You're still, no matter who you are or how much change you have in your pocket, you're still going to have good days and you're still going to have bad days. But, you know what I mean? They're going to pass, and the next day it's going to start. So
exactly.
It doesn't, you know, you're going to have issues, you're going to deal with shit. Everybody does. We all sit on a porcelain seat and take a shit and wipe our ass. Every single person. I don't care. I don't care if you're a man or a woman or what. Everybody shits and wipes their own ass.
Oh my god.
That's the motto from now on. That's just the
I
motto.
love it.
Yeah. No matter who you are, I knew people who would go into like a coffee place and treat the person serving them coffee, like they were beneath them, and I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you wake up and do the same thing that person does, but they're serving you coffee. It doesn't matter who does what. Everybody has a purpose on this earth, and that's why it goes. Like, if there wasn't the guys to fix cars, then nobody would be driving around. Or if there wasn't engineers there to build cars and airplanes, people wouldn't travel. If there wasn't guys behind the camera, to film what you're doing in front of the camera, then shit wouldn't get done. Everything has a purpose to make shit work.
Right.
You couldn't be more right.
Nobody is better than anybody. We're all the same. We all just have different jobs to do to make the world turn. There's a guy so if a flood happens, or street pipe breaks, then there's going to be some people like, hey, fuck, there's a street pipe broke. There's going to be dudes all right, I'm down there, and they fix it, and then everything's back to normal, and everybody gets water at their house. So, it all comes together.
Yeah.
Then there's a guy if there's a farmer dude who grows the produce that we go eat, or the cows, he has to be there to watch it to make sure there's enough cows so everybody gets a steak on the table. So, he looks out for that. It's all the same. Everything's the same. Everybody has a little purpose in life, and it all makes the world turn.
I think that's a really good way to look at it, especially coming from someone like you who, you've been through the fame, you've been through the people coming up to you all the time, people recognizing you and everything, and it's like you still see it that way, and that's pretty big because, sometimes you can see those people who they think a lot of themselves or they think they've made it and they belittle people, and whether you've made it or not, everyone, you got to give everyone a fair shake, or else you might need a fair shake one day and someone remember how you were to them and not give it to you.
Dude, just think if you walk down the street and you freaking cold shoulder or made some, cool guy some dude, and the dude goes, oh yeah, whoever the person is, and then you go and get hit by a car or something, and that dude rolls up in a paramedic vehicle and goes, oh, this dude's cool guy, I think I'll just take a little longer on helping him out. You never know what's going to happen,
Yeah, you're right.
And it's true, and I've seen people there's billboards that show a guy walking down the street with tattoos and all that, but next thing you know, he has a doctor's suit on. So even fancy schmancy guy who has money just because he's a lawyer or he's something else, he shouldn't the guy with tattoos walking down the street, because that dude might be sewing him up later, and he could be the guy that gives him a huge scar for life or a little scar for life.
That's true.
You're right.
So, yeah.
I don't get why everyone can't think like that, though.
I think me and you try to stay on that.
There's a thing. It's different. The world. Some people feel entitled, and some people are selfish. Those are kind of the reasons I've come up with that people do that.
It seems that way, and you never know which one it's going to be until you actually come in contact with someone and just see it for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
So I also saw, what was it, a week ago, you got back together with a lot of the cast and everything?
Yeah, we all got together. I can't say much of what we did, but
I figured.
Stevo's filming a comedy special, and we helped him do a little part. So he got us all out there, and we all filmed together.
It
was pretty fun, but the funny part is a lot of people think it's a lot different than what it is. Nobody will know what it is until it's released.
That's what I figured. Is it the same special where he almost burned himself alive, or is it a different one?
I think it's the same one. I think he's going to release all that footage on the same thing.
That did not look good.
No, that wasn't a smart idea at all.
I think all of you are crazy. I could never do any of that stuff. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're all a little bit crazy.
For sure.
But I'm the kind of person, I can't sit still at home. I always have to be doing something.
Yeah, I
So
see.
I always have too much energy to burn.
I see you still skate a lot.
Yeah. If I don't skate for like 3 days or almost a week, like right now I haven't skated in 5 days because I pulled my calf, but I'm really healing it up good.
Yeah.
I get grumpy. Like, I am short fused and grumpy. So skateboarding for me is a really good release. It makes me feel so good. I love doing it. No matter how much I fall and hurt myself and all that, it's still super fun.
That's good. As long as your body will hold up, I guess you'll probably skate until you're 100.
I hope so.
I saw where TMZ caught up with you like a year ago, and they asked you if you were a better skater than Bieber, and I think I almost just broke my laptop.
Because I told them that fruitcake doesn't skate.
Yeah.
Fruitcake.
You were
I was
like,
trying to think of a nice way to say it, and all that popped in my head was fruitcake. And everybody who saw it was dying laughing. I'm like, are you serious right now?
I know, you told it, you said, yeah, I did an 11 stare, so just go ask him if he can do that.
Yeah. Yep.
I think I went through that whole phase when I was like in 5th through 8th grade where I thought I was going to be a skater, and the whole BAM with Element and Viva La Bam and everything was blowing up, and it just didn't really work out for me. But it's when you actually look at the talent of skaters now, like with a Nija or someone like that, it's when you sit back and think about it, if you've ever tried to skate and then you watch that, it's insane to think, how are they doing stuff like that?
Yeah, it is a totally different thing. I know what you mean.
Like, it doesn't make sense to me. I don't get the anatomy of it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yep.
How did you, didn't you start up with World Industries?
Yeah, yep. I was working at Big Brother, and I was getting flow from World Industries stuff and all that. Just on flow side stuff. Rodney even gave me a couple, like, blank boards that he made at one point and was stoked. But I never even, pursued that further. Just because I was just having fun with it. And then I started doing stuff with the Big Brother guys. And that's when we took it, like, further and further.
And through that's how you sort of got called Wee Man for the first time, isn't it?
It was way before that. When I was like 13 and I was going to World Industries, going to get boards, I used to sneak into the warehouse in the back. And Sal, Steve Rocco's brother, was the warehouse manager. And he would always scream to everybody, "Hey, everybody, Wee Man's here! Wee Man's here!" So then it got like everybody just picked it up and started calling me Wee Man.
What? Is there even a single person who calls you Jason now?
Just close friends.
Yeah. Do you like that overall, or do you just not care at all either way?
Just doesn't. I don't care either way.
I think you can go ahead and switch your license to probably include Wee Man on it if you haven't already.
Pretty much. It's kind of like Shaq, you know what I mean? Or Prince.
Yeah, exactly.
Or Lemmy. Or Iggy.
It's a brand, like it's a brand in itself.
Yeah, it is a brand.
So, with all of that being said, I guess we'll ask you a few listener questions. I tried to weed out the generic ones. I feel like if you've ever done any interviews, there's probably 5 questions that you get asked every single time with the whole Jackass background, Wee Man name, and things of that nature. So, they're still generic though, so I'm sorry about that, but
that's all right.
we'll ask you anyway. So we got, do you miss the whole filming life in itself, like when it was in the prime, where it was just, if you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I miss it, but I guess what makes up for it is when I go out and skate during the week and I film that and just have fun. It's pretty good, but I do miss the times with the boys and getting together and traveling and filming. Those times I do miss. Those will always be memories of amazing times.
Good answer. I listened to a few, speaking of that Steve-O special and everything, it seems like I listened to a few episodes of a few podcasts that he did and some of the backstories on everything, and it's crazy what, he's been through, and I'm sure you witnessed a lot of it firsthand, and then how now it seems like he's doing a lot better, so it seems like he's in a good place, and it even seems like Bam is getting in a better place now as well, which just is good to see everyone,
Yeah, everybody is in a good and better place. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I'm glad that's working out. Next is, what is one thing that you cannot live without?
My skateboard.
I figured that.
Yeah, my skateboard.
The next one is going to be fairly generic, but it's the dumbest thing / most scared you've ever been or thing you've ever done while filming Jackass or Wild Boys or just any type of filming at all.
The Preston and I bungee jump, that kind of felt like the dumbest thing at first, but then it was also the scariest thing. But then in the end, it was the funnest thing. So there was a lot of emotions that happened with that. And it was a one take. We did it one time. It was boom. But the day before, I had to go with Tremaine to the bridge and check it out. He wanted to make sure I would jump. And I'm like, come on, dude. The pier's down. Like, I live on the beach, and the pier's down the street from my house. And we just go in the summertime and just beep, 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 beep. We'd walk while the tourists are all there. And then jump over the rail and just jump into the ocean without even, looking. So I was like, jumping off of a bridge into the water is pretty much the same thing. I'll do it. Don't even sweat it.
That's where Preston jumped first, right?
No, I jumped first, and my bungee was connected to him. I bungeed off of him, but we were not connected to anything else, so it yanked him into the water.
Yeah, okay, that's right. It was you first.
Yeah. And then he yanks. I jump in, I bungee, so I get pulled back up underneath the bridge, and then it yanks him, so he falls into the water, and then I get yanked by his big pressure into the water.
So that one it just wins overall on almost every aspect.
Oh, yeah. Every aspect it wins. Fun, scary, everything. It was good.
Good one. The most influential person in your life?
Huh. I don't know who the most influence. There's so many. I get influences from different areas.
That's fine. You can say that.
Yeah, I get so many influences from different areas that I couldn't just name one person who's very influential. But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one because I have so many different influences from different parts of life.
What type of role has Knoxville played in your overall life?
I have no clue. I don't watch any of his other movies.
I feel like he was from what I've heard from everything, he was kind of like a father figure, and overall he's crazy, but he looked out for everyone. He literally he cared for everybody.
Oh yeah, so that kind of role, yeah, he was. He will look out. He's a good-hearted dude. He is crazy, but he is a good-hearted dude, and he will look out for any of us. If anybody had any issues, he would be there up front and not worry about it.
I guess that's a good person to have in the long run.
Yeah, Yep.
Next we have, do you have a favorite place on Earth?
A favorite place on Earth.
I guess
I
that
don't
you've
know.
been to.
Yeah. I've been to quite a few. I have a top 3.
I'll take it.
I love Italy, Germany, and Japan.
I want to go to all 3, but I have not yet.
All 3 are pretty amazing. You'll love them.
So you were born in Italy, right?
Yeah, I was born in Pisa.
Yeah, and then are you part German as well?
Yeah, my mom's full German, and my dad's American-Mexican, and he was in the Army, and then he went to Germany to serve, and that's where he met my mom. And then he was stationed in Italy, and during that time, that's when I was born. So I have, like, dual citizenship, just because I was born there.
That's
cool.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah.
The next one is sort of similar. It's your favorite place to skate, which I don't know if you can pick one.
Yeah, there's not one. I've skated so many places, and so many things are super fun. Let me think of one that's not even around anymore that I used to love. There was this curb we used to skate by my house. It's called the Best Curb, because there was this shop called Best, and in back it had this like 3 full parking spot curb that was end to end, and it was the funnest place. And then once it went away, it was like this. It was a sad day. That was one of my favorite places to skate.
And what age were you around then?
I was a teenager during that time.
Yeah. I know we're like 5 years out of high school, 6 years or so, and it's like we keep seeing all these things that remind us of high school, and it's like it feels like another lifetime, but you can still hone in and feel those memories and kind of have like flashbacks on it, and it's sad, but at the same time it's like, okay, well at least I still can remember it.
Yeah.
Someone else asked, what size shoe do you wear? I don't know, it's fucking weird, but
I wear a 7, but then I read the other day it doesn't matter the size of shoe. It's not your dick size that counts.
you gotta make sure to throw that in there.
Right.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if that's what they wanted to
'Cause
know.
most people my height anyway don't wear like a 4 or a 3.
So technically you're like double. So if you wanna go ahead and say you're double normal people, I mean that you can still apply that.
It's all good.
I wear a 12, so I like to think that the shoe size thing matters, but it doesn't, trust me.
You do, huh?
It doesn't pan out.
See, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's false, trust me. The next one is, are you a big coffee drinker?
Yeah, actually I am. I drink like at least 2 cups every morning, and then like I have an afternoon one.
I am a huge coffee connoisseur, and I don't think I can live without it. If I had to choose my one thing to live without, I think I couldn't live without coffee.
Yeah, coffee's a big one for me.
How do you like yours?
Black.
So you're just
I'm not a dairy guy. I don't eat cheese or drink milk or use cream or nothing. I just drink my coffee black.
Is that because do you watch what you eat and stuff? Are you healthy, or is that just because you don't care about dairy?
I kind of watch what I eat and stuff, so I want to live longer.
That's a big thing.
I eat a lot of meat. And vegetables and fruit and rice. I don't care too much for bread, dairy, or soy.
We're the same
all those
way.
Things are pretty much they're bad for you anyway. Dudes alone should not be eating soy anyway, because there's estrogen in it, and that's why if you see a couple big dudes around that eat whatever and bread and all that shit, that's why they got man titties, because they're eating that shit with estrogen in it.
All you fat fucks out there, eat a steak.
Yeah, it's better for you. The whole food world is lying to everybody. And I've learned it even watching people in Africa. Like we did this thing with these Kenyan warriors, and we sacrificed the cow, so then we ate it. You know, we didn't want to just kill it and not do anything. And all the like skinny little dudes that would run for days and go fetch things and be out there, they ate the fat, which the fat isn't going to go into your body and become fat. It goes into your body and becomes fuel. And the meat you eat goes straight to your muscles to keep them built, you know, good and strong. The shit that turns humans fat is dairy, bread, and all that, because your body doesn't know how to process it, so it doesn't know what to do with it, so it stores it as fat. And people that don't read and do different things, they think that fat and stuff isn't good for you. So they need to open their eyes and realize that.
Yeah, I'm sort of, kind of, a little obsessed with nutrition. Also, I care what I eat, and we care what we eat. You know, we like to feel better and look as good as we can. You know, and it's like what you just said couldn't be more 100% fact.
It's so accurate. So many people are oblivious to nutrition facts.
Yeah, they are so oblivious.
With the whole bread thing and the carbs and the simple carbs and sugar and everything, people don't get that.
Oh, yeah, the sugar, exactly.
It's crazy.
If you're ever feeling that midday, just you want to take a nap midday, it's probably because you ate 100% bread.
Too much bread. Yep.
And soft drinks.
Holy, 100%.
Yeah, man. That's funny that you know that. You know, what you just said, I couldn't have preached it better with the whole healthy fat diet and proteins and low carb. Like, it's just, it's crazy how people don't know that.
And then
most people want to take the easy route out and make it easy. And that's why I don't want to say it, the fast food industry where you can just drive up and you don't have to get, is doing so well. People don't care. They just want that quick fix.
Yeah.
Social media shows it too. The people want their quick fame, their quick little, you know. People love when they get a bunch of likes and, you know, it feels good to them. There's that little click in their brain that feels the feel good thing. And it's the same with food. They want it quick. So drive up. I want the cheeseburger. I want the fries. I want, you know, I want it all.
A lot of people
They don't sit back and think the long run of it.
A lot of people.
Actually, what they're doing to benefit.
A lot of people too think like fast food is healthy, which blows my mind. Or the people who go to McDonald's to get like the oatmeal or the yogurt parfait thing, and they're like, "Oh yeah, it's so healthy," but it's like so much sugar in there, and they don't even know that.
Yogurt. The moms giving their kids Go-Gurts these days.
Mm-hmm.
That's the most craziest thing. That's just might as well just drop a whole bag of sugar in your kid's mouth.
Right.
That's all it is.
An artificial flavor.
Oh, I'm giving my kid yogurt for all the good bacteria and all that. Like, no, you're not giving your kid that. You're gonna have a little plumpy kid.
You're so right, man. And then with the whole fast food thing, you're talking about, you know, they want the easy access and the quick fix and stuff, but then you're getting into the fact that half of fast food these days isn't even real meat.
No, it's mainly soy.
It's so processed. It's so artificially created. It's really gross, man. Like we'll go to like a few places and get like a Chick-fil-A. You know, I feel like you can have a cheat day on some Chick-fil-A, or you can
have cheat days. You need it.
Exactly. Reset. Like you just reset the clock, and then you're like excited about going back to that avocado tomorrow.
Yep. So I don't mean to cut this interview short. That's why I called like at 1:30. I have a 2:10 meeting that I got to get into. But I will end it on this since we're talking food. When you go eat Chronic Tacos later, you're going to be eating the freshest food ever. So you'll be stoked.
You heard it here. I mean, you heard it here. You can't.
I'm so excited.
Man, nah, that was perfect. We got a good 30 minutes in, so I'll let you go, and I really appreciate you calling in, and hopefully we'll rekindle this sometime in the future, and just I hope good luck on everything you got going on, man, and thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thanks for having me. You guys are awesome. Have a good day.
You too,
you
man.
You too.
Okay, bye.
And there you have it. That was the Wee Man interview. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. He seems like a really cool person, really down to earth. So you never know what you're going to get when you're talking to someone who has seen fame like that. But you could tell by the way he was talking about how he still lives his life the same way that he would no matter what he's been through. So that was really cool. Good to see what he's up to, hear a little bit of his insight. Again, it was a phone interview, so if you hear a few words here and there that had to stop and start, it's because it's over the phone, and that's what you sign up for when you do a call-in interview. But we'll see how they go from here. I just know that one worked out pretty well, and he seemed like a really cool dude. So thank you so much for the support, the listens, and the feedback. Reach out, say hello, and hope you enjoy it. Have a great week. Stay caffeinated. We're out.